Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as Hunan. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, the Beijing government has collapsed. They're now the former government of China, and they are firmly in the hands of the Japanese, which is very rude. Luckily, again, for us, that Japan is currently at war with Germany, so that's going to divide our attention at least a little bit. But they do own Qingdao, so we need to send some troops over there immediately, which we're doing. And then after that, we got to make sure that we are defending our ports, because we really cannot allow Japan to invade, in all of our ports. United Front formed. In face of foreign threats, various policymakers, patriots, and intellectuals have proposed the warring Chinese factions come together into one Chinese United Front in the name of a common national security. We as the Chinese state have been included in such discussions, and there are many within the People's Renewed Society that have petitioned Zhao Hengtai to move towards this alliance. So we're not in the faction yet. Now, presumably the reformed government, not the reformed government, the federal government will be the one in charge. Yes, I still want to see if we can get that encirclement going. Move our way towards Beijing in this direction. Philippines to join the war. Can I start it? Or national government? Probably not, because I'm a puppet state, which is understandable. Yeah, so Japan is moving her way through here. We knew that was going to happen. If you can take Qingdao, though. Shaanxi clique has ended hostilities. Fantastic. That means Shaanxi will probably join into our faction. Denmark's joined into the International. Guangzhou Federalists have joined into the United Front. And I'm happy to see that. I'm happy that they're here. Push away towards Beijing. Excellent, excellent. We'll take Beijing in just a mere moment. There goes Beijing. We're going to get a tiny encirclement here. After this, I need you to push away towards Tangshan. And you are still very much pro-America. Hey, our ally was able to take Qingdao. This means that the Japanese troop is now going to be completely encircled. And that means that we can now, once again, prepare port defense. They usually like to land around here. They don't usually land in southern China. But just in case, I'm going to make sure we have all of our ports covered. They don't usually land down here. So we need 11 divisions to cover the entirety of the port provinces that we have control right now. And thankfully, Burma is socialist. Siam is in the Reichspakt. Germany did not lose Indochina. There are no Japanese allies actually bordering us. We've actually had a pretty lucky series of Japanese alignments, which is basically nobody has done it. Like, the closest you would have would be would be the Philippines. They got invaded, so it doesn't really count, I would say, at least. Okay, so this front line has now been secured. How many troops does this line need? Because, again, our allies should now be covering more of this front. 13 divisions. I need all of you to mobilize here as quickly as you possibly can. We need to be pushing our way up north. So we're taking Beijing. That's going to get them down now to 80%. Because, yeah, they moved their capital up to Shenyang. We get non-aggression pacts with everybody in the German alliance. And the funny thing is, now that we take Taiwan, it's actually going to go back to the Shaanxi clique. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Yeah, reinforcements are coming up this way. I think you just do basic attacks. Right now, I generally feel pretty confident in your ability to do that. But yeah, we now have some Japanese troops arriving. Let's see if we get another encirclement. So it's 16 to 33. And remember, now all these divisions are cut off from the rest of the close prosperity sphere. So they can't get any reinforcements right now, which is good, because we do not want them to have any reinforcements. Okay, you guys are looking good. Yeah, Japanese forces are now arriving. We have 7 divisions on you. And everybody here should be on this line. Maybe you actually don't attack. Not yet, at least. We'll try to push in at least towards this river. I think would be a good starting point for us. I don't know why. I guess Shaanxi has decided not to even defend their own borders anymore, which is a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Party Commune has won against the Dominion of India. I'm actually stunned that they are actually going to win that war. I don't know how they've done it. You can push away. Are you a port? No, you're the port. So let's see if we can take that port away from the Japanese so they can't get any supply. Okay, never mind. They already have troops there. Pull back one province, please. Thank you. Thank you. So you have 11. I'm going to cut you down by 3 divisions. Like, this should get cleaned up. Especially since now, apparently, all of our allies have decided this pocket is the most important goddamn thing in the world. We will hold the river where we can. 75, hold position here for a quick second. Now we are running into some Japanese tanks. Yeah, again, Japan is still actively facing invasion from Germany's Asia. I don't know if Germany's Asia will be able to invade Japan properly. Like, maybe they can land in Taiwan, take Okinawa, and then land into, like, Kyushu or something like that. Like, that would be nice. But I don't really see it happening, unfortunately. As nice as that would be. I want this line to be pushing. The guys up north are fine where they're at. And we need to be pushing our way towards Taiyun. Let's go for the army experience. Now, unfortunately, now, presumably, we're going to be hit by much more anti-air, or much more air power than we were otherwise used to, which is a bit of a shame because I don't like getting bombed. I don't know if anybody else feels this way. I don't like it too much. Non-aggression pact with Kenya. Sure, why not? I mean, at this point, I'm kind of looking at this, and I'm like, our allies have covered this line. So you know what? What if we like, don't even like worry about this? Because apparently our allies don't care about pushing their way into Manchuria. They only care about pushing their way into cleaning up this pocket, which I mean is still nice. You know, I'm still happy that they're doing it. We'll still try to take Taiyuan from them, but aside from that, I think most of our units are now going to deploy their way up north. Like, you can go up north. We can get these guys to go towards Taiyuan, and then after that, they should be good. I'm hoping at the very least. Yes, there we go. We've taken the capital. I'm going to at least wait for one of our... Okay, there is the naval invasion I was worried about. In Lower Yangtze. Transmere, they're the ones that are trying to naval invade. Not the ones I would have expected. It looks like Szechuan is bringing troops over here. So yeah, now anyone on this line. This is now a fake line. Go towards the front line up north. Now there is a lot of Japanese troops there, which is very, very annoying. And Transmere, if you want to do failed naval invasions, I'm not going to stop you. How many? 42 to 135. Do we have a spy agency? We don't. I don't know if we don't have the factories to actually even create one. Then you're at 5 out of 18, 14 out of 37. And again, what? 1, 3, 7, 10, 12, 14. Like a decent chunk of that army is here. I think my cat is eating my wires. 1 second. Yeah, we can't let our cats eat the microphone wire. Not going to lead to positive outcomes, I would have to imagine. Anyways. There are 45 out of view again. We want all factories should just go straight into military factories. You'll be done on the 29th of June, which is still, I mean, quite a while away. I'm not going to deny that. There's radio detection. So that's going to be a coordination bonus. You know what? Let's even get more coordination. Which is amount of damage dealt to the primary target in combat. Let's get that going. I wonder if we can do a counter push here. Because Japan seems like they're throwing way too many troops at our... before I spend this, do I want you? Organization speed, population factor. Honestly, it doesn't seem that important. I'd much rather have a organization and entrenchment. Those sound a little bit more up my wheelhouse right now. You come over here for the support. And then when you guys are down here, you were able to support pushing into this division like so. And I want to take Queen Haodao. I want to take this port. I don't know if that's the... No, because they have Chengde as well. And Shaoyang. And Yingkou. There's a lot of supply hubs on their border, which is annoying. For sure. But we have at least pushed our way towards this river. And I think that is a great accomplishment for us. Very, very happy to see it. Still no Japanese naval invasion. It's kind of funny. One of the best ways to actually win is to have Japan do a bunch of horrible naval invasions against you and lose a bunch of troops that way. Fall off hyper bad. I mean, that does mean at the very least we know India is not going to go pro-Japan. So that is a bonus for us, right? 89. We have one reinforcement coming in here. Thing is, now we're you know, crossing a river, which is not what we ever want to see. Don't need this. Please crack down. We don't need that. The reform is going to be finished in 65 days, which is quite nice. Will we see Russia? I mean, again, Russia wants Transamere. So a Russian invasion of Japan is not an impossibility. We might just need to have to like hold out until that happens. But that's not impossible. You know, Russia's doing pretty well. They've already killed... I guess Ukraine doesn't exist in this timeline anymore. But Russia's doing pretty well. France is doing pretty good, I would say. Norway's actually doing very, very nicely as well. They're actually even pushing their way into Finland, which is actually kind of a rarity, honestly. You don't see the AI push into Finland too much. Can we get 2 units on this? No. It is a hills. Densely populated rural area. We could get 3 units on you, which allows us to push away towards Chengde and capture that supply hub. And then we'll have to connect that by rails to our supplies. But that's okay. Hey! We've taken Chenghuandao. We'll keep on pushing our way up this front where we can. So it does mean I want half of you to stop, and I want half of you to stop. To reposition your way down south. If we can get our way up and around, capture this railroad junction, these 2 supply hubs will be basically inert. Okay, principal pinnacle of our army. Experience gain plus 5%. Honestly, could be good. 50 free. Okay, I'm gonna move up a little bit so I don't have to hear that noise. I mean, you actually give 2 military factories. Okay, then. We want to produce a viable air fleet. It also gives us 50 planes. Not too sure when we'll use that. Maybe if we want to go to war with the Shaanxi clique. Maybe the Shaanxi clique will just declare their allegiance to us. And they'll realize their the errors of their ways. If we're lucky, that'll be what happens. The penultimate state of Chinese warfare. Not known for their military accomplishments, few would have expected that the most premier fighting force within the nation would be Zhao Hangti's Jiang army. With middling success in the 1920s, they have been ousted numerous times by the perfidious Kuomintang. Zhao's fighting force was deemed to be that of a spent one, having to rely on the benevolence of Wu Puifu in order to see his restoration to the governorship of Hunan. However, the sheer determined mindset of Zhao and his army has led to the stability that Hunan was so desperately desired. With the nation once again split into factional infighting, those who see it to a proper unification necessitate superior arms and superior officers. If they are to overcome the myriad of obstacles that are situated between them and a strong China, fully acknowledging his past experiences and the limits of our promise, Zhang Hangti has embarked on a series of extensive and thorough reforms, stylized upon the victorious German eagle. Excellent. We absolutely love to see it. Now, I don't like how you're trying to push into my my port. This is my port. Japan, 117,000 dead, mostly against Germany. I've lost 45, almost entirely against the reformed government. But, you know, we've killed significantly more than we've lost. Germany has not killed the Philippines yet, but they're on their way. Do another counter here. And again, go to Chengde. That should get... Okay, hold position for a quick second while we reorganize ourselves a little bit. Who's just fighting a war against us? Japan. I'm going to say it's a little bit too late for that one, but I appreciate the concern. Can I get like an encirclement on this small army right there by Japan? Being able to surround a tank as well as a couple of Transamere infantry would be nice. 84. Again, this is almost dead, which is really nice. Okay, there's Chengde fallen. Hold your ground. There is that small encirclement that I was looking for. And now their supplies are going to be significantly worse off. And then you've got to move your way in this direction, please. 57 is not really the numbers I'm looking for. We'll get non-aggression pacts with some more German allies. There's nothing in this direction, so I don't care about that. When are you gone? 5 hours? %. Okay, hold your position for a quick second as well. Japan really, I guess, wants to take Chengde back, which, I mean, I don't blame them for. Yeah, there's nothing. If we go close towards the Mongolian border, there's just nothing for us there. What about you guys? Deploy. Go to Yellow Army for now. Hey, the Philippines have died. Which does mean that Germany's Asia will hopefully be able to perform a little bit more actions against Japan proper. Okay, there is some naval invasions that we were worried about. How many troops are they sending? 10? All of them are right now going towards Hangzhou. So yeah, the thing what I was saying earlier is that the AI basically doesn't invade in the south. A breath of fresh air for the Hunanese army. Fantastic. Do I need to bring units down here? They've landed some troops behind us. But they've stopped the push to try to take our stuff. Okay. So this means I'm going to take this group of units right here. Get down here as quickly as you possibly can. Do they have, I guess they have military access through this. So I guess, do they get supplies from the legation cities? Because they have military access through it? I don't know, actually. Because if they do, they're still red. Why are you so dead? Oh, because you're one of the new units we just deployed. Right. Okay, but our army is on the way. Honestly, I might even send a few more down here. Because again, this is how you kind of kill Japan. Is if you can stop them from actually landing in a port, all their units get stuck with no supplies, and you kind of clean them up. That's the way that you win. Because you have less supplies. I mean, they can go back to Ningbo and get out of here. 80%. Let's see if we can counter push. And then, of course, we can just send our units back back northwards afterwards. We just want to really make sure we don't die. Dominican Republic. 56 points. We can move you down south. Move you here. And the front line, again, it should be held pretty well. We have all of our allies. Oh, they took back Jinghaodao! That is less than ideal. I will say that. Well, it's good to at least know that Ningbo does not give them free supplies. Oh, and they've also landed up in the north, too. Okay. You go here. And then these two have to resupply afterwards, or reorganize afterwards. But that's okay. I want you to go back towards Hangzhou for the time being. I need you, my good man, to last stand. Because again, we really cannot allow the Japanese to have supplies. That's how you lose. 90%. Push in this way. Because if they get their supply hub, that's how you die. I'm gonna bring these units over here as well. If I had enough units, I would have just created like a secondary army that kind of can float and moved, you know, to where they need to be. But unfortunately, right now I don't have that luxury. Again, if we can push them into Ningbao, they can't move back out because Ningbao is a neutral territory. 96 is looking good. Your last stand for another 20 hours. Prince Federation's collapsed. Okay, now we have more reinforcements. I want you here, pushing against this 3... Actually, first, let's send you down here. I know it's going to abandon another port, but I don't think it'll be landing there anytime soon. Unfortunately, these guys are just going to retreat into Ningbao, which is very annoying for us, but there's also like nothing I can really do about that. Attrition goes down. Brigade side goes up by 1. Supply consumption goes down. More tank bonuses, infantry bonuses, armored cars. Combo width goes down. Reinforcement rate. Let's just go for large frontline operations. Supply consumption going down is nice. Now, again, these Japanese troops will actually die, which is what we want to see. These ones, unfortunately, are going to, you know, retreat into Ningbao because they're not encircled. Unless they declare their fealty 100% to the Americans and deny Japanese port access, which is not impossible. But unless that happens, then we're not in this position I want to be in. 86. How are you guys looking up here? We did lose Shengde. I mean, shouldn't be a surprise. We had to pull more than half the army to go deal with these other naval invasions. And I don't think we're going to get an overrun. Hey, agricultural reforms have been complete. Hell yeah. And they're going to do another naval invasion towards Hangzhou, but it looks like that's just going to be Transimir, which is not my biggest concern. Okay. That was a lot of Japanese troops that we've now dealt with. This Transimir troop is just, I don't know what his plan is, but let's just say it's a little stupid. Okay, now all of our units can return back to the front line. That's what I want to see. With those two Japanese naval invasions repelled, I think this will be a good time for us to end this episode. So if you have enjoyed, bring a thumbs up. Not joking, thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.